I hope Mike bites both of Jake Paul's ears off. And quite frankly, me too, because I don't want to hear any of you anymore.
YouTuber turned boxer Jake Paul has reacted to the insane amount of insults from fans before his fight with Mike Tyson. On the other hand, heavyweight champion Tyson Fury supported Jake Paul's endeavor of fighting Mike Tyson. He shared that, at a given moment in time, Jake Paul is even better than Gervonta Davis since he is generating more sales and tickets than any other boxer right now. Even though the fans may not know a lot about boxing, they would still come to see Mike Tyson fight Jake Paul.
Fantastic event. Anyone who don't think it's a fantastic event is jealous. Who's better, at Tank Davis or Jake Paul? So immediately, yeah, the normal layman would say, oh, Tank Davis is better. But better at what? Is he better at selling tickets? Is he better at selling stadiums out? Is he better at creating controversy? Is he better at getting followed on Instagram? Is he better at putting more eyeballs on the boxing? Is he better than him at that? The answer would be no. But is he better at him in a fight? It has to be really, you have to break it down. You know what I mean?
On the contrary, Mike Tyson has recently leaked new sparring sessions with his trainer, where Tyson damages his trainer's face.
Yeah, today was the day, you know? Play with fire, sometimes happen.
Jake Paul, on the opposite end, has released his own set of sparring videos where his partner is afraid of taking Paul's shots. It seems as though both fighters are in peak condition to face each other on November 15th. Meanwhile, UFC commentator Joe Rogan and UFC fighter Max Holloway expressed their thoughts on Mike Tyson's fight. Rogan shared that the only reason he would be interested in seeing a 58-year-old man fight a younger opponent is if it's Mike Tyson. While commenting about Tyson's sparring sessions, Holloway and Joe Rogan seem surprised and are rooting for Mike to clip Jake Paul in the ring. Max even shared that Tyson may be trolling everyone with his walking stick and then explode on fight night.
He's gonna be hell on wheels in the first round, for sure. I don't know how long he can go. I don't know what his joints feel like or his back feels like. I don't know what's really going on. When you're watching clips of a guy hitting the pads.
Do you see the clips of him, like, moving, bro?
Yeah, he looks good.
Bro, imagine he go in there and just clips the guy, bro.
It's gonna be interesting. And it's the only time I could ever remember where I would be interested in watching a 57-year-old man fight a 27-year-old man.
Yeah, for sure. Because everybody saw him walking around with the cane, right? What if he trolling everybody? What if he knew, bro? What if he knew something we didn't know? What if he's wearing or seeing us all over?
Max Holloway hoped that Tyson could get something done in the ring against Jake Paul because Tyson previously shared that his back was broken. Rogan stated that there is a lot of money going into the Mike Tyson fight, so the trainers will be giving him everything from hormones to medicines and making sure that he puts his best foot forward against Jake.
They had the new video of him moving. I'm like, this is not fair. What is he doing?
They're gonna do everything to him. They're gonna give him all the hormones, all the recovery, everything. They're gonna do everything they can to get him ready for that. There's a lot of money in this.
Let's hope he gets something crazy and then he say his back is broken. That iconic speech. I broke my back.
Mike Tyson continues to smash the pads at the age of 58 and brutally ends his sparring sessions by knocking out his partner. Tyson's determination could sometimes put even a younger opponent to shame.
Nice distance. Nice one, Mike. Nice one, Mike.
Bam Rodriguez was concerned for Mike's safety going into the fight with Jake Paul. He shared that if Mike catches Jake Paul and secures a knockout, then he would be the best boxer in the world past his prime.
What do you think? I just hope Mike Tyson doesn't get hurt. If Jake Paul goes hard on him, then I think, he has a chance of hurting Mike in a bad way. But I hope that doesn't happen. I hope they just, take it easy on each other. But it's a cool fight overall.
If Mike knocks him out, greatest win of all time?
Not the greatest, but it's a big win for Mike.
On the other hand, Oscar De La Hoya shared that Jake Paul is going to be super strong on November 15th since he has jumped to heavyweight. De La Hoya is rooting for Mike Tyson because if he lands one solid shot on Jake, then it's game over for him.
Jake Paul, I guess he gained a lot of muscle lately. He's gonna be strong up there, so just be careful, Tyson. But then again, Mike Tyson landing one punch, he can end it all in one round.
While having an interview with TalkSport, Mike Tyson shared that he expects Jake Paul to run around in the ring and he would have to catch and slaughter him. Tyson further commented that Jake Paul has a huge problem with him, and that is exactly why he is stepping in the ring. Anyone in the ring with Mike Tyson has a problem with him, even his mother if that stage ever comes.
In mine, I mean, you are famous for saying that everybody has a plan until they get punched in the mouth. What are you anticipating when you punch this young man in the mouth?
See him running around, I have to catch him and slaughter him.
Moreover, Simon Jordan shared that Mike Tyson is his favorite heavyweight of all time, and he grew up in a time where Tyson was the dominant force in boxing. Jordan has seen Mike Tyson knock out plenty of hard hitters, but can't seem to accept the fact that he has to step in the ring with Jake Paul. Simon stated that he would rather see Tyson face Lennox Lewis since that would be evenly matched, and there was a lot left for the fans when Mike lost to Lewis.
Right, so we've got a format which is 8 2-minute rounds, 14-ounce gloves, no headgear, knockouts allowed, and results on official records. I mean, I don't like this. I can't help but look at Mike Tyson. I went to see Mike Tyson fight Lennox Lewis in Memphis, and that was the last knockings of Tyson. There wasn't much left in that fight. Lennox put him away, and it was a one-sided fight. And obviously, we went in to see him get beat by Danny Williams and other people, and we saw the last...
Kevin McBride, the last one, yeah. I mean, a sad sight, wasn't it? Sad day.
And I grew up in a time, I'm older than you, Spence, but I grew up watching him knock out Carl the Truth Williams, watching him knock out Michael Spinks, watching him be the most dominant heavyweight, the most exciting Tyrell Biggs, and all those fighters. And
Dana White had serious concerns for Mike Tyson's health since he is doing the impossible by going up against an opponent who is 30 years younger than him. White doesn't like that Paul is going up against an old and sick Mike Tyson.
He gets mad when I do this, but Mike's 60, man. I don't know. What do you guys think about it? Who gives a shit what I think? It's not my fight. I love Mike Tyson, you know, personally as a friend, and he's one of my favorite athletes of all time. I don't know. Let's see what he can go in there and put together a training camp and come in, and you know, I don't like to see guys fighting it. Be a 31-year age difference.
Furthermore, Spencer Oliver sees the Mike Tyson fight as something that will be watched by millions, even though they may not accept the impossible. Oliver shared that the numbers watching this fight would definitely be insane, with all the Netflix audience and Jake's fans as well.
Listen,
what do you guys think of this when you think
Netflix doing this show as well, which is that audience that Jake has as well. Like, the numbers will be insane. They'll be record breaking. There's no getting away from that. You've got the boxing icon in Mike Tyson that attracts a certain, and the circus is going to go with it. It's going to attract certain kind of clientele where you're going to look at this and you're going to go, I don't like it, I'm not going to see it, but will you watch it? Of course you will. Everyone will, because of where these two are at.
Boxer Denzel Bentley thinks of Mike Tyson as a hero and said that Tyson would be damaging his record by fighting Jake Paul. Although Jake may be in the beginning of his career as a professional boxer, that doesn't take away the fact that he is training hard and is 30 years younger than Tyson. Bentley further stated that Mike Tyson's career didn't end on a high point when he had his last professional fight, but he damaged Roy Jones Jr. back in 2020. Denzel shared that this would not mean that Tyson is invincible and he doesn't want to see the fight.
It's not the Mike Tyson that we know, innit, clearly. So like we said, the end of his career didn't really end well. We saw him make a comeback a few years ago against Roy Jones and he couldn't hurt Roy Jones. What makes you think he's going to hurt a young, fit man that trains, is athletic, he actually fights? Maybe not boxers, but other athletes and UFC fighters and stuff like that. And now you got him against Mike Tyson. All you're gonna do is just damage his record his legacy, as our hero, as kids and stuff. So it's not something that I'll be watching, I'll be honest. I might wake up the next morning and look for the results to see what's happened, but I definitely won't be watching it, I'll be honest.
Mike Tyson wasn't far behind from his opponent as he destroys his sparring buddy multiple times before the fight. In his recent promotional content, Jake Paul reacted to all the hate comments that he is getting from people for fighting a guy who is his grandfather's age. Paul trolled all the haters and even shared that he may even start a cooking channel by the name of Jake's Cakes if he loses to Mike Tyson. It may be possible that Jake would become the next Gordon Ramsay after his loss to Tyson.
Iron Mike lands a solid left or right hook, Paul is going to start a cooking channel. Couldn't be more accurate. The name of the channel is Jake's Cakes. I already have the usernames in case Mike does land a punch. I will be the next Gordon Ramsay.
Moreover, Mike Tyson shared some deep concepts about time and space. He said that reality is not real, rather it is a figment of a person's imagination. Tyson commented that time used to go by really slow when he was a kid, but now it moves a lot faster.
All this is a figment of imagination of my mind. Not really, it's just a figment. None of this is real.
I remember, I don't know if you guys remember this, but being kids, right? Time was just forever. Like just you'd be like in the mall or just doing whatever with your friends. You'd hang out all day, you know?
Summers were long.
Where summers were long. Now life is just a blur. You know?
Once you get older, life is cool.
Jake Paul's longtime hater Michael Bisping shunned Paul for taking on an old and out-of-form Mike Tyson. Bisping said that Jake has made a terrible move by going up against an opponent who has long been out of his prime.
This is a lose-lose situation. It's not Jake taking a risk, it's Jake being moronic. That's what this is, because if he beats Mike Tyson, God forbid he even knocks out Mike Tyson.
3.5 years earlier, Jake Paul was having a discussion with his friends and had a superb idea to go up against Mike Tyson. At that time, people laughed at him and the idea seemed next to impossible, but Paul's endeavors made this fight a reality.
I just came up with a crazy idea. Do you think I could beat Mike Tyson? No? Like not even a year from now?
Yo, Mike Tyson just got, he know how to do, bro.
Just stays in the dark.
Yeah.
Bro, I was just thinking Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson. That'd be hilarious.
Meanwhile, Mike Tyson's former opponent Roy Jones Jr. doesn't fear for Mike because he knows how to defend himself in the ring. However, Roy shared that if the fight goes past 4 or 5 rounds, then it will be problematic for Mike's age and not because he can't fight or defend himself. Jones gave Tyson some heavy advice when he said that he needs to end the fight early on in order to secure a win.
No, I don't fear for Mike and how old he is. Mike is a very rugged guy. You know, when I was in there with Mike, Mike still was hard to hit and Mike still can hit hard as hell. So no reason to really fear for Mike. The only thing I fear for Mike is like if the fight goes beyond 4 or 5 rounds, then it could get problematic for Mike because of his age. But if he doesn't go beyond 4 or 5 rounds, he'll be fine. So I think he'll come out, assess the situation, see how he can deal with Jake's size and Jake's power, because Jake does have power. And after that, he'll make his mind up as to whether he wants to go and try to get him out, or if he feels like he'll be safe to do the whole 8 rounds.
Mike Tyson shared that he feels the same as he felt during his prime, but the only difference is that he gets more massages than usual.
You get tired of being asked about age. As a guy who's a little bit older than you are, I'll ask how at 58 training is different than maybe it was when you were 22.
Not much different. I just need more massages than normal, but other than that, no.
In addition, Spencer Oliver has spoken to Roy Jones since he is close to Mike Tyson. Oliver stated that given Mike Tyson's unpredictable mindset, he will definitely try to go for the knockout with all the adrenaline rush and try to end the YouTuber turned boxer. Mike Tyson is not having an exhibition match with Jake Paul as he did with Roy Jones. He is going in there to win and secure a knockout victory.
From what I'm hearing, speaking to Roy, was with him all last week. Roy's close with Mike. He said the fight's a real fight. The fight's going to happen. Mike's going to take him out there. And if Mike's got that killer instinct, if he tags him, he says, whatever Mike says with Mike Tyson, he goes in there and then you get that excitement kicks in, the adrenaline kicks in. He said he will try and take him out because of this situation. Young kid, YouTuber, turned over. So Mike's going there to win. Roy says that he thinks he'll dominate it, and he said, listen, it doesn't matter, Mike's 58. he's Mike Tyson.
Adam Smith shared that the Paul versus Tyson fight is more of entertainment than a real boxing match. He said that a lot of people would be watching the fight whether they like it or are opposed to the idea of an older guy against a younger opponent. Smith commented on Mike Tyson's career as a boxer and one of his biggest failures. Moreover, Adam stated that Jake Paul has come a long way in his career, and now he is going to be on the biggest stages ever. Paul will try to get the younger eyes on him, while Tyson is going to win the hearts of the older generation once again. Mike Tyson discussed his motivation for taking on Jake Paul, expressing pride in being able to fight at 58 in front of millions. He noted that very few boxers in history could perform at his age while still drawing massive audiences and selling out entire stadiums. Tyson's words reflect his confidence and his appreciation for the unique position he holds in boxing history.
And that leads me on nicely to ask you that question as to why we're here now, because we're back. I mean, that I'm talking about a fight that is nearly 40 years ago, Mike.
All right, check this out. Know why we're here now?
Go for it.
58. I'm going to fight in the biggest arena ever, and it's going to be sold out. And who else can do that?
Moreover, Mike Tyson shared that his fight with Jake Paul was written and no one could take that away from him. Tyson stated that his fight was predestined millions of years before. He also shared that he feels good ahead of the fight because he doesn't have to call people bad names. Furthermore, Tyson revealed a brutal warning for Jake Paul. He knows he is good enough to take down the Disney Kid.
Do you think he'll be fighting again at age 57?
Hey, listen, it was written. That's all I know, it's written. Millions of years before my bloodline was existing. It's written. And what do you think?
I think you look in pretty good shape. We've been doing this for a long time.
Yeah.
I wonder how you feel now compared to when you were fighting.
I feel I don't have to call people bad names. I feel really happy. It'll be a good day.
And as a fighter, where are you?
Me? I'll be better by the time of the fight.
In your head. Are you the fighter that you were when you were the youngest heavyweight champion? Are you still that guy? Are you a different fighter, or do you still imagine you are what you were?
Well, no, I know. I never lied to myself, but I know I'm good enough.
Andrew Tate, on the other hand, doesn't approve of Jake Paul taking on an older version of Mike Tyson. Tate commented that there is no amount of money that can convince him to take on an older version of Mike Tyson, since that would be a disgrace to a legend like Tyson.
Would you fight Mike Tyson?
Again, no, because he's now old. It would be an absolutely tragic shame to knock out an old version of his prime self. That doesn't feel fair. Prime Tyson would have ripped me apart in a boxing match. He would have beaten me, so to beat him when he's past his prime just feels dishonorable, and I'd feel dirty for doing that. So there's no amount of money on the planet that can convince me to fight Mike Tyson.
Jake Paul has shared his own message for the former heavyweight champion Mike Tyson ahead of their fight. Jake predicted that he will end Mike Tyson in the 4th or 5th round, but is prepared for any devastating attack that Tyson throws at him.
I mean, my prediction is like a 4th or 5th round knockout. I know he's going to be savage. I know it's going to be a tough couple of rounds. I know I'm going to have to endure damage and go through some pain. He's one of the baddest men to ever do it, but my boxing skills will outshine his, and I'm going to put him to the canvas.
Heavyweight champion Alexander Usyk was shocked to see the drama between Jake Paul and Mike Tyson unfold, so he came up with his own reaction.
What did you call me?
I didn't call you anything.
Mike will be put to sleep, and he will feel my power, and I will go down as the man who put Tyson to sleep for the last time.
What? Moreover, Jake Paul reacted to Mike Tyson's sparring sessions where he dropped his opponents like flies. Paul commented that he is not afraid and doesn't even care about Tyson's training since he is doing the same thing.
Oh, Jake, did you see Mike Tyson
dropping
his sparring partner?
I was talking about.
I saw it, and I don't give a. Sure, he's looking good. Sure, he's looking all of that. Oh, he's dropping people. He's fast. So the am I. People want the truth.
I don't think people want you to kill Mike Tyson.
Okay.
Do you think Mike Tyson can beat Jake Paul? Will Mike's rage hold up against Jake Paul's energy? We would love to hear your thoughts. Let us know in the comments section below and subscribe for more content like this.